Eric H. joins us now, and April Fool's Day was about 6 days ago. So what's going on with the snow?
Well, actually, April Fool's Day is today.
Yeah, I guess so.
Mother Nature decides to bring us some more snowfall. How about that? Well, on top of the snow, we got some pretty decent winds. I think that's another thing that you might not notice when you look out your window until you head outside and actually feel it. Some pretty strong wind gusts here, pushing 30 miles an hour, even higher in some parts. Now, sustained winds between 15 and 20 miles per hour. It is a blustery day out there today. Temperatures are going to start to climb, pushing near 40. So we are expecting a slight warm up today, but that's mainly focused in those lower elevations. Those higher elevations here, you see 32 Hamilton, 30 degrees in Saranac Lake, and 34 down in Binghamton. We've had some scattered snow showers, some of them coming down at a pretty good rate here across parts of the local area, going from little to no accumulation. In fact, none in Westmoreland and Camden, to a dusting in Brookfield. Some reports in the highest elevations upwards of 2 inches. So needless to say, winter has definitely tried to rear its ugly head again. We've got another day of it when it comes to some cold weather, but it's not going to last too long, I'll give you that. Yorkville Battery Live Radar, you see here a few scattered snow showers all across the Mohawk Valley and surrounding areas here, and that was all driven in by some lake enhancement. But now the brunt of this system here, the wave in the atmosphere that at least triggered this, is now exiting. So snowfall becoming a bit more isolated. In fact, at the point where there's likely almost no snow expected this evening, with even some sunshine peeking out. But we got another round of snow on the way as we head into the overnight hours. We'll track the arrival of that, plus when eventually things begin to end in terms of some warmer days and some lack of snowfall. We'll have all that for you coming up in a few minutes. Ben?
All right, Eric, thank you very much. A familiar face returned to the anchor desk on
the WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon, everybody. What a day it's been so far. Blustery, cold, even some snow we're tracking here. In fact, look at downtown Utica. Right before we went on air, we had a pretty decent band of snow roll through. Visibility was reduced, but despite that, you see here, as expected, the roadways pretty okay. They were too warm and too damp for anything really to accumulate there. Despite that, some other spots, a different story. We look at the bigger picture here. We have that trough here, which is indicated by the dashed black line. That's what's forcing the snowfall. Now, as it passes, all we have now are northwesterly winds, which will usher in maybe a brief round of snow from lake effect. Overnight tonight, you see here, we've got a round of snow rolling through, backside snowfall Tuesday morning, and then watch that cold air. See right here, that pink and purple, it's going to recede to the north. This is not a long-lasting winter pattern. It's the taste of it. And a reminder that we're going to continue to see these ups and downs and left and rights, but at least for the most part, the general trend points toward warmer air winning out as we head throughout April. So Yorkville Battery Live Radar, Paris Hill was reported to have around 2 inches. Another report of 2 inches up north of Remsen. So there are a couple of spots here that picked up more than a trace, but they were incredibly isolated. A lot of us, as you just saw, for example, in downtown Utica, little to no accumulation. So today, when it comes to snowfall, we actually dry up a little bit. We're going to see some opportunity for some peaks of sunshine. Winds still persistent, by the way. Then as we head overnight, we got some quieter conditions. Skies clear out. Then the arrival of a few scattered snow showers heading to early morning hours Tuesday. Tuesday morning, a bit of a lull, and by the late morning, early afternoon, a few more scattered snow showers. Winds pick up yet again for your Tuesday evening. And then as you head into Tuesday night, the winds will weaken again, and then this time there's no additional chance for snow. It does quiet down. Wednesday, despite it starting out very cold, is looking beautiful, at least when it comes to conditions in the sky. Wall-to-wall sunshine and temperatures slowly climbing into the upper 40s, nearing 50 degrees in the Mohawk Valley, before eventually cool down overnight, back into the 30s, and then eventually by Thursday, a bit of a warmer day ahead. So when it comes to additional snowfall today, you see here not a whole lot expected. In fact, we have to wait until at least the overnight hours for our next round of snow from that Clipper system. And again, it's not really amounting to much. You see right here just a couple of inches in those higher elevations, little to none as you head in the lower elevations here. But regardless of any snow we see in the short term, it's not lasting long. Look at this. We're up into the 50s and 60s by the end of the week. So that's pretty much all but melted as we wrap up our week here in April. Your 7-day forecast, on top of those warmer temperatures, we do have some more opportunity for sunshine. Yes, some rain chances here and there. It is April, but we have any opportunity for sun. Those 50s and 60s might feel more like 70 out, especially with the winter we've had here in central New York. And about time we finally got some warmth and some sunshine on the way.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah, about time.
Looking to turn that corner. All right, Eric, thank you very much. It's a big day for the Artemis. Meteorologist Eric Gage joins us once again, and the big story is still the wind gusts. I mean, look at this.
Yeah, I mean, despite, we're talking about snow, some cold, but I
Yeah.
feel like, the big thing today is just the wind. I mean, driving into work today, my car was moving all over the place, and those wind gusts definitely pretty extreme here. Here's a look at the wind gusts here across central New York, pushing 30 miles per hour in some spots. In fact, nearing 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts down in Binghamton. So these are all reported here and there every few minutes or so. So these do update periodically. But nonetheless, we look at the current temperatures outside right now. We have climbed a little bit into the upper 30s in the Mohawk Valley. Still some spots hovering in the mid-30s. It's about as warm as we're going to get today, pushing maybe 40 degrees with some sunshine peeking out. I do want to emphasize that scattered snow showers, even at good rates, aren't coming down all day long today. We see here, of course, we had some accumulation when it comes to snowfall, but sure enough, places are either melting or the places that did see snowfall didn't see any accumulation to begin with. But generally speaking, here's a look at the latest conditions all across central New York. Yorkville Battery Live Radar. We have a few more scattered snow showers all across the region. Recapping that lake effect band that rolled through, you see here a much different story in terms of intensity and lake effect as we head in the next few hours. Now things will gradually dry up with some sunshine chances again as we head toward the evening. Highs push near 40 tonight. It starts out rather quiet. We are tracking a round of snow overnight from a clipper system, and then the arrival of maybe even additional wraparound snow showers tomorrow. But will that be the story for the entire week? We have your full week ahead forecast for you coming up in a few minutes. Ben?
All right, Eric, thank you very much. On Easter Sunday, St. Paul's Baptist Church in Utica held a special celebration honoring longtime church member Virginia Alston.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon, everybody. What a morning it's been. I mean, here we are just following Easter, and you wake up the day after, and we've got some snow passing through the area pretty much all the morning here. Now, we look at downtown Utica. Despite some of the bands of decent snow that passed over us, Utica itself, as expected, has been relatively snow-free when it came to accumulations, and this is all driven in by surface temperatures. Now you see here, we have this dashed black line. That's called a trough, and it's basically a ripple in the atmosphere igniting some of these snow showers this morning. Some of you were able to pick up maybe as high as 2 inches. But a lot of spots, little if any. In fact, if you did see any in the last hour or so, maybe it already melted as those temperatures already are above freezing. Nonetheless, it does quiet down this evening. Another round of widespread, at least I should say scattered snowfall tonight. And then following that, wraparound scattered snow showers. And then watch as this cold air slowly recedes back to the north. The wintertime conditions we're seeing in the short term is definitely not an entire wintertime worth of time frame here. So the radar signals here showing a few scattered pockets of cellular snow showers to the north, a few bands to the south, but overall the activity will be gradually winding down as we head into the next few hours. In fact, some sunshine is expected to work its way in as we head toward the evening. Now by tonight, it's pretty much all quiet. Wind direction shifts, and then by the overnight into early tomorrow, that's when we see a brief round of snow. That'll roll through, a bit of a lull in the snowfall activity in the early morning hours, around 6 to 8 a.m., And then scattered snow showers in the late morning, early afternoon, drying up again Tuesday evening, but this time there's no clipper system to follow it as we head into Tuesday night into Wednesday. In fact, it's almost completely quiet. Northwest winds shift to a south wind, allowing temperatures to go from the 30s for highs on Tuesday up to near 50 by the evening hours on Wednesday. In the wake of this, of course, bountiful sunshine, wall-to-wall sunshine, and that'll continue as we head toward Thursday with even warmer temperatures expected. So when it comes to any additional snowfall accumulation over the next 12 to 18 hours, you notice here a lot of it happening in those higher elevations. As you head into the valleys, not a whole lot is expected here, but either way, you see here not anything meaningful, but enough to at least talk about here when it comes to coating some surfaces, especially in those higher elevations in the Adirondacks. And of course, any of that snow that we see here, it's not lasting long. Look at this. By the end of the week, we're already hitting the 60s again. As a reminder that as we approach middle of April and onwards, it gets even less and less likely as the jet stream recedes to the north. Just more and more difficult for the cold air to work its way in. So a couple of days of cold here today and tomorrow, and then we're back to some sunshine and warmth by the end of the week.
Yeah,
so
spring-like weather finally making a
just
return.
in time for spring break, at least the end of spring break.
Well, at the end of it, but
Yeah.
it's better some than none, I guess.
Exactly, yeah.
All right, thank you very much, Eric. We're following break.
Time now for a first look at the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. Little bit of snow.
Yeah, rough start to the day.
Snow, but we did have sunshine as well.
That's the nice thing about this time of the year. Even though it can sometimes snow, it doesn't last. We're going to be dealing with this again tomorrow and later tonight. A few snow showers, a very minimal amount of snowfall is expected here. The weather looks pretty nice this evening, though. It is cold, but we're getting some sunshine. Temperatures are in the low 30s. And again, some accumulating snow tonight, primarily north of the Mohawk Valley. Similar to what we saw this morning, and like this morning, it won't last. Current temperature 40 degrees. We've got some sunshine out there, but we also have the wind. So if you're going to be heading out, dress nice and warm. It is cold out. The weather is pointing towards much warmer conditions. A very significant change in the jet stream is taking place this week, so it's going to get a lot warmer as we go forward. Very spring-like here as we head towards the end of the week. Partly cloudy skies this evening. We're dry. Temperatures will be in the 30s. Tracking some snow showers tonight, tomorrow, along with a warm-up. Look at the forecast coming up. Kristen, back to you.
The stage is set in Indianapolis.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. It's going to be another cold day tomorrow. We'll see more snow showers before things start to change. We've got to keep things in perspective. This morning it was snowing, and look at it now. It's still cold, but the sun is out, and the second half of the day turned out to be a lot nicer. And also notice that all the snow that did fall has melted. We picked up a quarter of an inch of snow today in the city of Utica, but again, you wouldn't know it just by looking outside. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. A couple of snow showers linger in spots in the Adirondacks. The next weather system builds in from the west tonight, and we're expecting a similar round of snow here heading into tomorrow. Again, most of this falls late tonight as well as early tomorrow. It's cold out there. Again, for this point in April, it's, again, much colder than average. Little Falls 44, Westmoreland 41, Deansboro 37. We have a wind out there, too, so if you are heading out, just dress nice and warm. Morris 41, Oneonta 37, and Cooperstown with 39. As we continue our march into spring, there are things you can put away if you haven't already, like the shovel, the snow blower. You can even take the snow tires off the car. While we do see a minor accumulation tonight, I don't expect it to be a big deal. And the kind of snow that we get this time of the year melts very quickly. So again, I don't think you'll be shoveling, but you do want to keep the snow brush around just to brush it off the car in the morning. And of course, keep the winter jacket around. I think that'll be the case here for couple more weeks before things start to warm up in a more consistent basis. It is going to happen, just going to take a little while. Tomorrow's going to be another one of those cold days, highs only in the low 30s. The wind chill is going to feel like the low 20s. Like today, snow showers in the morning, but we do expect at least a little bit of sunshine later in the day. And again, this time of the year, when that sun comes out, it makes it feel a lot warmer than the air temperature. So we look at the bigger picture. The next weather system is a weak disturbance, a quick area of low pressure, a fast area of low pressure moving through. And again, that arrives late tonight. And it does produce a minor accumulation of snow, especially north of the Mohawk Valley. An inch or two of accumulation is expected tonight and into early tomorrow. Clouds will return tonight from the west. Snow breaks out after midnight. Snow showers around tomorrow morning. These linger into the early afternoon, and things start to come to an end around 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I do expect to see some sunshine before the day is done, but again, it's a cold and windy afternoon. Skies look clear tomorrow night, and then things start to change Wednesday. We're expecting full sunshine and warmer weather. Lighter winds as well. Temperatures climb into the upper 40s, and again, with the sunshine, it's going to feel warmer than that. Snow showers late tonight, low of 28. Snow showers tomorrow morning. Windy, cold, a high of 36. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Sunshine Wednesday, 48. We're into the low 60s on Thursday, mostly sunny skies. A late day shower Friday, 65. A little bit cooler to start the weekend. Saturday, sunshine, 53, but it looks really nice and warm as we look ahead. Mid-60s Sunday, close to 70 by Monday.
All right, I like that 70. That
And he's
sounds
smiling.
nice.
Look at that, right?
Looking forward to the warm weather, too.
Anytime you can deliver the good news.
I'm trying.
All right, Bill, thank you. Well, the meteorologist, Bill Curtis.
So this is one graphic I was hoping I didn't have to update, but here it is. We did pick up some snowfall today in the city of Utica, a quarter of an inch, which puts our total to 115.7 inches. The back half of the winter has been relatively quiet. I know we picked up some snow today, but believe it or not, getting snow in April is pretty common. In fact, from the climate averages, we get it between about 2 to 3 inches each April. That's the average. Some years we get more, some years we get less, but it is pretty common. We're also above average, which everybody, as we've been updating these stats, I think we went above average back in the end of January. We went over 95 inches. So we really haven't added too much recently over the past couple of weeks, and we might add a little bit more tonight. Another round of snow is expected. Pretty quiet out there for now. Actually, a good evening if you want to get out for a walk. It's cold outside, but it is generally dry. Cloudy skies at Griffith and Rome, but sunshine showing up in spots. Temperatures are going to warm up. We're going to be into the 60s here later this week, a pretty significant warm up, but again, another cold day tomorrow. If you're taking the dog out for a walk this evening, it is a cold one. It's also windy, but it is generally dry. Temperatures will be in the low 40s to upper 30s. Tonight's featured dog is Izzy from Sequoit. If you want to be part of this, head to Facebook. Search for Skycast WKTV. This is brought to you by Nissan. Chris, back to you.
Bill, thank you. It's spring break for most all local school districts.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. After a cold start to the day, it's still cold outside, but there's a little bit of an edge taken off with the sun returning. Temperatures are in the low 30s this evening. It is not very April-like across central New York. We did start out with some snow this morning. Another round of snow is on the way for tonight. It's a live look in Old Forge. You can see some blue skies. We are getting partly sunny skies this evening. It is looking generally dry. The next round of snow will be arriving late tonight after midnight, and it's going to be sticking around through tomorrow morning before coming to an end. And again, just like today, this time of the year, things change very quickly. This is what it looked like this morning on Vickerman Hill. This picture from Daniel. It looks like about an inch of snow or so of snow on the ground. We measured a half an inch of snow, or I should say a quarter of an inch of snow here in Utica. So it did even stick in the lower elevations. And I think we'll see similar amounts tomorrow with, again, most of this on the light side. The higher elevations could pick up another inch or two of accumulation. Not abnormal for this area, even in April. As we look at temperatures looking ahead, we're going to be in the low 30s again tomorrow. The wind chills will be in the 20s. This will be the last of the cold days this week. A significant turnaround is expected. It's going to become a lot more spring-like for the rest of the week, and it's going to warm up. In fact, we'll be back into the 60s here later this week. More on that in just a bit. Temperatures this evening, again, on the cold side, close to the upper 30s to low 40s. Bob and Clinton 42. Mike in New Hartford picking up an inch of snow today, 39 degrees. Ilion 41. Jeff and Mohawk 42. Westford 36. Worcester with 39. Stewart and Cooperstown checking in with 36 degrees. We'll be putting you on here too. Skanevis with 39. As we look at the bigger picture, snow showers will approach from the west. There's a very small area of low pressure, a fast-moving one that drops in from the northwest. You can see it towards Alpena, Michigan. This ripple will be dropping southward. That will be bringing an inch or two of snow to central New York, primarily in the higher elevations tonight. Across the lower spots, a trace to an inch of accumulation is expected. Clouds will return tonight. Snow returns after midnight. Again, it's on the lighter side. Temperatures will be in the low 30s. Snow showers tomorrow morning. Cloudy skies for the first half of the day, then we'll get a chance to dry out. Sunshine is expected later in the day. It's still cold. Temperatures in the mid-30s. Cold tomorrow night. We're down into the 20s. Lots of sunshine Wednesday and a significant turnaround. Temperatures climb into the upper 40s, and it continues to get warmer as we head throughout the rest of the week. Snow showers late tonight, low of 28. Tomorrow, snow showers in the morning. Not expecting any big problems with this, but again, a slippery spot or two can't be ruled out. Sunshine on Wednesday, 48. We're into the low 60s Thursday, so that's quite a turnaround. Chance of a shower Friday, 65. Sunshine over the weekend. Cooler Saturday, but still nice. Low 50s. We're into the mid 60s on Sunday, close to 70 with rain showers by Monday. We'll be right back.
First look at the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Another cold day today. We're looking at similar conditions tomorrow. We're stuck in the upper 30s to low 40s, and we did have some snow earlier this morning. Things are looking quiet now. The next round of snow arrives tonight. Looks similar to what we dealt with earlier. A very light accumulation is expected. Trace to an inch in the lower elevations. 1 to 2 inches expected along the higher spots, especially north of the Mohawk Valley. Got sunshine out there, but it's cold, 40 degrees. The wind, it makes it feel like the low 30s, but if you are looking to get out this evening, just dress nice and warm. It looks to remain dry. The snow arrives late tonight after midnight, and it's going to stick around through the first part of tomorrow. It looks windy and cold, but because we're in April, things change in a hurry. We're looking at much warmer weather as we head into the end of the week. Spring-like weather returns just a couple of days from now. Partly cloudy skies this evening, temperatures in the 30s. Again, tracking some snow overnight and some warmer weather to follow. I've got to look at the forecast coming up. Kristen, back to you.
Rome Health has completed phase 2 of a nearly 46
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are tracking some chilly weather here again tonight, along with our next round of snow. Yes, another round of snow on the way late tonight and early tomorrow. Live look at downtown Utica, back to sunshine. It's actually turning out to be a pretty nice evening here. Also wanted to quickly mention this. The weather radio that's been down over the weekend is now online, so some good news there. The one that the tower in Middleville is now functioning again. Again, we are looking forward to some warmer weather ahead, but the chill is going to stick around for now. It's going to be a cold evening, but it is going to be generally dry. The sun is out, which does make things feel warmer, especially this time of the year. That sun angle is similar to what it's like in early September. It's very, very strong. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It's pretty quiet out there. Today's season snowfall for Utica is 115.7. We added 1/4 inch of snow today. That fell this morning. It accumulated in Utica, and that puts our season total again to 115.7, 21 inches above average. We do have the chance for snow tonight and tomorrow. It's not going to be big, and we're into that time of the year where the snow melts pretty quickly, so I don't expect you to need the shovel or the snow blower. You can put these things away. Keep the snow brush handy, though, especially in the morning. You might need to brush it off your car heading out to work. We are also in that time of the year, of course, where you're going to need the winter jacket for at least a couple more weeks as we slowly make this transition to warmer temperatures and consistently warmer temperatures. That's the key. Clinton, 42 degrees. Micah, New Hartford, 39. Norway, 41. Cooperstown, 36. Westford, 36 degrees. Again, some scattered snow showers will be returning late tonight and early tomorrow. It's this ripple of energy moving through Michigan that will be arriving late tonight and early tomorrow. It does produce an inch or two of snowfall across central New York. Really not expecting much, and a lot of this is going to melt before the end of the day tomorrow. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast, clouds return, snow returns tonight after midnight. On and off snow showers here for the first part of tomorrow, and then the sun comes back out. It's windy and it's cold. Actually kind of plays out similar to today. Expecting temperatures to remain in the 30s here tomorrow evening. We'll drop into the upper 20s tomorrow night. And then Wednesday, the weather just looks really nice. I'm expecting lots of sunshine, and it does warm up. We're going to climb into the upper 40s, and the warmth will continue. We'll continue to warm up as we head into the end of the week. Snow showers late tonight, low of 28. Snow showers tomorrow, windy, cold, temperatures in the mid-30s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Lots of sunshine Wednesday, 48 degrees. We warm up into the low 60s Thursday, mid-60s Friday. Sunshine is expected over the weekend. It does cool off slightly for Saturday, 53, mid-60s Sunday. Monday, rain showers, temperatures close to 70. So turning around in a big way, but a little bit of chill to get through before we get there.
Right. We had a roller coaster just today.
Yes, a lot of changes, yeah.
Bill, thank you.
Thank you, Bill. Still to come on YouTube. Time now for a first look at the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. I get chills when I hear all of that and see all of that.
Yeah.
Growing up, in the 70s and missed most of the space program because it was over by 72. I was too young. Why? I have a moon question for you. Why is it we can't see the dark side of the moon ever?
Well, it's because the moon is always facing the Earth in that same position. It's the gravity of Earth is kind of holding the moon together. It's almost like if we attached a string to a ball and flung it around. We're always seeing that same spot, and that's why we don't see the dark side of the moon.
It does rotate, though.
It does spin around the Earth, but it's slow, and it goes at the same speed. One orbit around the Earth is basically 27 days, which is the same time that the moon completes an orbit around the Earth. So bottom line is we can't see the dark side of the moon unless you take a spaceship up, and again, that's what Artemis was seeing today. We're also tracking some snow showers here. Actually, some of the weather instruments that we use come from the space program. The weather satellites are incredibly helpful. Tracking weather systems like this, a few snow showers out there tonight. Yes, we are dealing with snow again tonight. Current temperature 31 degrees. It's cold. It's going to stay cold over the next 24 hours. We'll have some light snow showers tonight, tomorrow. Some sunshine returns Wednesday. We're looking at much warmer weather, though, on the horizon. That is the nice thing about April. Even though you can get snow, and we do get snow, it often doesn't last, and we get warm weather mixed in as well. Snow showers tonight, low of 28, tracking some accumulation in spots. Look at the forecast coming up. James, back to you.
Bill, thank you. One Mohawk Correctional.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. Welcome back. We're taking a live look at downtown Utica. Cold day today. We had some snow showers earlier. Tomorrow looks pretty similar. We're tracking more snow showers late tonight, early tomorrow. This next round of snow is starting to roll in from the west. It's a live look at the Airfield Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. This is heading east, so I think a lot of this happens to pass through Utica and points north, moving into Rome. Quick burst of snow is expected here. A lot of places waking up to snow this morning. This picture from Daniel and Vickerman Hill. Inch or two of accumulation in the cards here overnight. We did pick up 1/4 of an inch in the city of Utica, putting our total to 115.7. That was the last time we had measurable snow in Utica. You have to go back to March 18th. So it's been couple of weeks. We are running, of course, a huge surplus. It's been pretty much the story of the winter. But things have slowed down in the snow department up until today. And as we go forward, the snow that we do get is going to be different. It doesn't last very long. So you can put away the shovel, you can put away the snow blower, the snow tires, and the plow. You don't need the big stuff or the snow removal because it's warm enough to melt before the end of the day for most occurrences in April. We do want to keep the snow brush in the car as well as the winter jacket. Keep that handy, I should say, because it's still going to be plenty cold occasionally over the next couple of weeks. But again, the snow brush, just because first thing in the morning, that might be coming in handy with, again, some light snow in the cards. Temperatures are going to be cold tomorrow. We'll be in the low 30s. The wind chill will make it feel like the low 20s. So dress nice and warm heading out. We've got a wind and, again, just another cold day. A weak area of low pressure is moving across the northeast. This is going to bring scattered snow showers. It's not a heavy accumulation, but again, it will be enough to accumulate, especially north of the Mohawk Valley An inch or two of accumulation is possible north of Utica. Trace to an inch of snow for the lower elevations. Snow showers tonight. Overnight lows drop down into the upper 20s. Snow showers Tuesday morning. I don't expect any big problems for the morning drive. But again, some snow in the air, a couple of slippery spots, especially the higher elevations. Not a big deal though. Temperatures will be in the mid-30s in the afternoon. It's cold tomorrow night. Skies will clear out. The stage is set for a very different Wednesday. It's sunny, it's beautiful, and it's warmer. Temperatures are going to climb into the mid to upper 40s. Snow showers late tonight, low of 28. Snow showers tomorrow, high of 36. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Sunshine Wednesday, 48. Mostly sunny Thursday, 62. So a pretty remarkable turnaround in just a couple of days. It'll be in the mid-60s Friday, a few scattered showers. Slightly cooler Saturday, 53. Warm again Sunday, mid-60s, close to 70 with rain showers by Monday. We'll be right back.
Time now for a first look at the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. Before we get to the forecast, this is one of those images from a solar eclipse.
Yeah, so Artemis, as it was going around the moon ended up blocking the sun, and they got this amazing picture of a solar eclipse. They witnessed it for over an hour.
Wow.
So remember, this happened here 2 years ago. We had that lasted for 2 to 3 minutes.
Yes.
Because of the way things worked out, they got to see this really cool photo of the corona, and yeah, they were live streaming it throughout the evening here. It's pretty neat to see. Our local weather going forward, well, we're still stuck in snow showers here. And we're looking at some pretty cold weather again tomorrow. Live look at the Orchardville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. A few scattered snow showers continue in central New York. Our current temperature 31 degrees. It's going to stay cold tonight, but the weather does warm up. We've got to get through tonight, tomorrow. Not only are we tracking snow showers, but likely some snow accumulation, especially along hilltops north of the Mohawk Valley. Sunshine returns Wednesday, and again, looking forward, things are looking a lot warmer. It's looking like more spring-like weather here heading into the end of the week. Snow showers tonight, a low of 28. A few of these will be lingering through the morning commute. We've got to look at the snowfall forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're taking a live look in downtown Utica. Things are looking pretty quiet out there tonight. For some spots, we're actually tracking some snow showers that are starting to roll through central New York. Most of these pass north of the Mohawk Valley, but we're also seeing some showing up in Cooperstown, Oneonta. These are moving to the east. There will be more snow showers to come later tonight, as well as tomorrow. This is going to be generally light accumulation, and it's not something that's going to last. We saw it earlier today. This is Vickerman Hill from Daniel. You can see just maybe an inch or two. This, again, melted before the day was done, and I would expect the same to happen tomorrow with the snow that we get. We picked up 1/4 of an inch of snow in the city of Utica, so we add that to the season total. We stand at 115.7 inches, 21.3 inches above average. The last time we had measurable snow in Utica, you go back to March 18th. So it's been kind of a quiet second half of the winter compared to the first half. It was a fast and furious start to the winter, but since February, things really haven't been, it really hasn't been all that snowy, and it looks like things are going to be relatively quiet going forward once we get through tomorrow. With that in mind, putting things away, you can put away the shovel, the snow blower, the snow tires, and the plow. While we do get accumulating snow, a lot of times it's gone before the end of the day, so there's no need to shovel it. But you do want to keep the snow brush handy because I think you'll need it tomorrow morning to brush it off the car. Also, of course, the winter jacket. We've got some cold weather that occasionally continues even into the middle and end of April. Tomorrow's going to be one of those days you definitely want the winter jacket. Temperatures will be in the low 30s. The wind will make it feel like 20s. And again, this is all being caused by low pressure working in from the west, keeping the jet stream pushing it south through our area. You can see the next wave of snow will be arriving late tonight near Toronto. Some accumulation is possible, especially north of the Mohawk Valley. We're thinking 1 to 2 inches of accumulation for the higher terrain in the North Country, a trace to an inch of snow for the Mohawk and Southern valleys. Tonight, snow showers arrive. Overnight lows drop down into the upper 20s. Snow showers Tuesday morning. This snow is not going to be enough to really cause any travel issues for the majority of the area. Temperatures will be in the mid-30s in the afternoon, so anything that does fall, it's going to be melting here, especially with some sunshine. Tomorrow night, skies clear out, sets the stage for a very lovely Wednesday. Looks like after a cold start, lots of sunshine, temperatures will make their way into the 40s. Snow showers late tonight, low of 28. Tomorrow, snow showers, cold, windy, 36. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Sunshine Wednesday, 48. Mostly sunny Thursday, 62. So a pretty large warm up here. Temperatures will stay in the 60s Friday, a little bit cooler Saturday, sunshine Sunday. Warm weather continues, highs near 70 on Monday. We'll be right back.